Today we are in the beautiful Las Sierras, up around Lake Davis. Pretty much, what is that? 7 miles north of Portola, California. We're out here for, of course, the Lost and Found Gravel Festival, which was a blast yesterday. Super fun. And now today, we're out for a great ride. We're gonna head around Lake Davis on a route that's kind of a mix, paved and gravel and single track, and should be pretty fun. This is the same route they did for the Shakeout ride the day before the festival, and here's the gravel. Sick. All right. Got the trusty Poseidon Redwood with us. Should be able to put in some nice chill gravel miles here. Oh, went on course now. Must pop out right there. I don't know what that says. Those are cows. So it's kind of cool what you see out here, because we're camping at Lightning Tree Campground, which is the last, like, what would you call it, established campground going on the north side of Lake Davis. And so you're kind of out there a little bit. You're about, what, 4 miles from the other campgrounds. So you're out here a little ways and you see everything. Those are cows. Saw horses on the way out, wild horses. Last night we were getting ready to put the fire down and go to bed. Heard some rustling off in the field next to our campsite. A couple deer out there. It was just like, wow, this is cool. And I mean, there you go. There's the lake right there. I mean, you can't beat that. That looks awesome. It's beautiful. Beautiful weekend up here. It's like the low to mid 70s all weekend. And I'm about to get dust clouded out here. So some of this was in the fire. What was that? 3 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 or 3 years ago? So it did burn a little bit up here, as you can see. Kind of sad it happens. And honestly, if you're on the side of the lake we're on, and we're camping and where most people go, you would honestly never know. But it looks beautiful and great down there. Oh, it says where our next turn is. Okay. Big grizzly. So let's talk the bikes out here on the Poseidon Redwood. So it's a little bit different than the last time you guys saw it in the video, which that should have been, I think that was the Steamboat Ditch Trail we rode on this. We've done a couple things since then. Most notably is going to be the stem on here. So the stem, we now have the Redshift Sports, the shock stop suspension stem on here. And I can tell you, it makes a bit of a difference. Gives you just a little bit of flex, just like that, in the bars, or really in the stem. Gives you like 20 millimeters of suspension-ish. And it's not bad. It's I can tell you this would be a lot worse without the stem than it is with the stem. So that's one of the biggest ones there. I'm still trying to dial into elastomers exactly how I like it, but this is the second setup of elastomers I've tried, and it seems to be working pretty good. So pretty happy with that. With that, we also put on compressionless brake housing and new cables from Jaguar on here for these good old Tektro mechanical disc brakes. And you can actually lock up both wheels now, which is something to be said, because it was kind of tough to lock them up before. So braking drastically improved. We do have different bar tape on here. This is the, what is that? This is a Wolf Tooth Supple Light bar tape on here, instead of the Redshift bar tape, because we had to redo the bar tape when we did the cables and housing. So we're gonna try something a little new. Got a little bit more shock absorption to it, I feel like. And even though I think it's like a millimeter thinner than what the Redshift, the really long bar tape is, I kind of like the feel of this better. And really the last thing after that is the tires. So we were running the Panaracer Gravel King SKs, and I was virtually good. I like those tires. And then, what, about a week and a half ago, I went on a gravel ride and I got back, washed my bike and prepped for like a family bike ride, and there must have been a big rock or who knows what in the tire, the rear tire. The left the gash, and plugs didn't work. Tried 2 different styles of plugs and didn't plug it up, so well, I figure out a kind of a, what you call it, more permanent solution for those tires. We're testing out these tires here. These are the Kenda Alluvium Pros in a 650 by 25, sorry, in a 650 by 45. So they are 2 millimeters wider than what we were running before. So I just stopped and let a little bit of air out of these tires. I had these set at 45. I let them down to 40-ish. Essentially drop the pressure down a little bit. And that actually makes a big difference. As some of you know, I'm kind of new to the whole gravel and gravel tire thing. It's only been about a year that I've had a gravel bike, and have been kind of trying to get into the gravel thing. And the Poseidon Redwood out of the box kind of comes with a mountain bike tire, not so much a gravel tire. So putting those Panaracers on, the last tire I had was kind of my first experiment into gravel tires, and figuring out a good kind of happy medium for everything. You know, what tire pressure to run, what width tire, what's aggressive enough to do what I want it to do, but still rolls really well when I want to do stuff like this. That's just smooth. It's all kind of a gamble and a game I think a lot of people play. No, it's not just like gravel, I guess. Because mountain biker play the same game. Except for us, it's kind of how aggressive can I get away with? And what kind of riding am I looking to do? You know, if you have a whole bunch of different categories in mountain biking, but gravel cycling, it's gravel cycling. And there's the whole fact that I'm running a 650D, while a lot of gravel cyclists, if not majority of them, are running 700C. And, you know, what kind of difference does that make? And is there a better one necessarily? Is there one that works better? You know. That's what I feel a lot of gravel is all about, is just getting out there and exploring and enjoying nature and, you know, exploring new places. Getting to places you normally would never go. called. I'm gonna stay on this road. There's one right. There's one big right, and that's it. That's all I really remember. It things at me about stuff every once in a while, but oh, woo! What? Pavement? What? Disappointed. I was enjoying the gravel. Oh yeah, there it is right there. So up on top of that hill there, that mountain, you see a little building. That's the Smith Fire Lookout. They actually should, I think there's someone up there now. And pretty much what they do is look out over the forest and they can locate where fires are. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat. Oh yeah, they use all sorts of tools and whatnot to figure out where exactly a fire is going on, so they can send essentially, personnel out to that fire to help put it out. Kind of neat. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to see it or not, but kind of makes sense that it's all clear so they can see everything. Ow! Stupid bug. Okay. So yes, there's the road we come up. Okay. Oh, trailer. Cool. There we go. Lake Davis Trail. Cool. All right. Now we get the single track part. Yes. All right. Part I'm really looking forward to. Woo! What are you binging at me about? So this is Lake Davis Trail here.
Howdy.
Hi. How's it going? This is Lake Davis Trail. So this is actually put together by the Sierra Buttes Trails. What do you mean off trail? There's only one trail. I'm just gonna ride it. For the Sierra Buttes Trail Stewardship, or Sierra Trails. Same guys who put on Lost and Found, Gravel Festival, same guys that put on Downeyville, those same guys helped put together this trail. Pretty much connect the south part of the lake all the way up to the north part. So it goes from very bottom of Lake Davis all the way back up to, there we go, it's a cool feature. There it goes. But you can walk this, you can hike it, you can bike it, horse it, ride, I don't know what to call it, horseback riding it. And from what I've read, it's very smooth, so it's not like an intense mountain bike trail or anything like that, but it definitely is a little bit of a trail. So we'll see. I think about 7 miles. It does break a couple spots. And you across the dam up here it breaks, and then across the main road a little farther it breaks. So kind of take you guys through Lake Davis Trail, and hopefully it's helping you guys know what this trail is all about. And this is a fun trail to come and hit. There's the lake over there. How's it going?
Hey, thank you.
I honestly didn't expect to see this many people out on this trail. Okay, stuck through across the dam. So woo, a bit of wind up here. Yeah, there's the lake right there. Whew. A good little climb up that hill. So this is one of the last sections. You can go straight, it's pretty much directly south to north, essentially covering the campgrounds. So all the way from Grizzly Campground at the bottom, all the way up to Lightning Tree where we started. It does cross the road, I think, once, and it gets close to the lake at a certain point too, so it should be pretty nice. Oh, now we're getting speed. Woo! Just bring this bike to Tahoe next week. Just kidding. Tahoe's a little more aggressive, but hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, here's where it must cross the road one more time. Okay, right over there. Okay. So we're getting right near the end. Let's trail this way. Ooh. Oh, that might be where we're camping. I say there's an easier way over there.
Yeah, we didn't want to bother you.
Oh, you're good. Hey, I win. Oh my goodness.